everyone, I'm JD from Willow Journals. Welcome back to my channel. I have got a journal with me video for you today, working in my yearly journal from 2022. I am going to be finishing this journal in this session. Yay! Love finishing a journal. So I'm just going to go through this page by page and make sure each page has something on it, and just document my last memories from the year, because I went to Melbourne for 3 weeks over Christmas and New Year's, and so I didn't take this journal down with me, and I didn't take a travel journal either, which has been the first time I've done that since I got into junk journals. But I did know I wanted to come back and document those 3 weeks, so while I was in Melbourne I did keep a lot of stuff. So I've got this wonderful pile of ephemera next to me, and I didn't use everything, but it was fun to go through it all and choose pieces that could remind me of my trip down in Melbourne. So first of all, I'm going to start off with documenting Christmas with my family. And so I've kept wrapping paper, different packaging, ribbons, envelope and card. I've kept some tags and all sorts of fun goodies from Christmas. So this was quite enjoyable, just going through all the pieces and selecting pieces to tell that story of Christmas, and have fun arranging them on the page and then annotating them. This was really fun. It's quite fun having a larger pile to work with, and I actually sent this up in a package from Melbourne. I don't know why I didn't just put it in my suitcase. I think I was trying to save, and keep my suitcase as light as possible, but this is all just little paper pieces. It wouldn't have added much bulk or weight to my suitcase, and if I had thought about it and been a bit wiser, I would have just put it in my suitcase so that I could get back here and journal about those memories straight away. So I've had to wait until these arrived, and now I get to sit down at my desk and put them all into my journal. So this is quite fun. This is some wrapping paper here that I salvaged, and I really like that wrapping paper with that I don't know what should we call it, like a sticker of a gold foil with a white deer, or I guess it's a reindeer on top of it. This is a gorgeous white ribbon with gold that says Merry Christmas. It's got a Christmas tree, and I'm just trying to choose some pieces that represent each memory, moment, person, present, all that kind of thing. I really love this stamp too. How cute is this little Christmas stamp? So it also represents some gorgeous Christmas mail that I got, and a card that I was sent through the post. And it was just really fun to collage all these pieces together. And I feel like I've been documenting Christmas for multiple times. I've documented part 1 Christmas, part 2 Christmas, and because I keep multiple journals, I've got this yearly journal. I've got a Hobonichi Tetsuo as my daily journal. I documented Christmas in that journal as well. So I know this is probably very repetitive, but it's fun for me to document memories. And even if it is a bit repetitive, I get to use different pieces of ephemera this time and record different memories. And I do have some photos of my family on Christmas Day, when we had brunch together, but you don't see me adding those photos to the page. I did that off camera, just to protect their privacy and everything. But I do on the next page. There's a lovely floral image on the middle page of this signature, and I didn't want to cover too much of that floral image, so what I just did is stuck a couple of family photos at Christmas time on there. And then these tags, I just adore them. These came from Susan. Thank you, Susan, kindred spirit. Susan, I love them. They're so pretty. So I already used one in my Hobonichi Tetsuo of Santa. And then I definitely knew that I wanted to use another one in this journal. And I then have 2 spares, 2 left over. So that's kind of fun. I can save those for Christmas next year perhaps. Although no, actually I do end up using the snowflake in my friendship journal. So my friendship journal, I record various happy mails that I receive, and so I did include that one on a page in my friendship journal as well. So I've got the Christmas tree left that I can use next year. I was really hoping to use the Christmas tree on this page because it's so traditional and everything, but it just didn't work well on the blue page. The colours were clashing, but that's all right. I love this tag as well, this gold wreath, I guess you'd call it. Really pretty and decorative, and yeah, it says Merry Christmas on it, so that's perfect for this page. And I do flip it over later and write, it says to and from on it, so I write my name and Susan's name. And this tag is adorable as well. My nephew gave me a present and he wrote on the tag, and I had to keep it in here, and I didn't want to stick it down or anything. I wanted to be able to, see both sides of the tag and play around with it, and if I do want to take it out and put it into a different journal later on, I can do that, because I'm just going to tie it up here. It worked really well actually. I just threaded it through the staple so that these two tags can kind of dangle on that staple. So I really like how that looks. It kind of gives the page a bit of interactivity and just, really fun. And this is where I think, I now go ahead and write down my name and Susan's name for that memory there too. Love that. So cool. And I just like how it takes up that space in the middle of the page perfectly. Oh, I do stick down this photo as well of my family and I watching the Eagles Grand Final for 2018. So that's a Christmas tradition that I've had for years and years and years. And big shout out to Xenia again, my fellow Eagles fan. And then here, just quickly annotating in star point form just the main highlights or main things to note from Christmas Day. How I requested chocolate croissants for our brunch and how I bought myself a computer game called Stardew Valley. I really do enjoy playing that game. It's a little bit of a treat for me if I can play that game in a day. Just a moment where I can relax and kind of switch off. And so I look forward to having that hour or so playing that game. And because my family down in Melbourne, some of them play it as well. And it's just really fun. I listen to a podcast while I relax and play that. And then I think I go ahead and start working on some different memories now, and just working with the pages I have here. Oh, this is one of the Christmas cards I got in a gold envelope, so I'm just going to slip that in the back. The bigger things like that I don't want to stick in, because I might want to use them somewhere else later on, I just put them at the back of the journal. And it's fun, flipping through that a year or 5 years later and flipping through the pages, and then when you get to the back, it's like, oh, look at all these fun things put in at the back. Here is my plane ticket on the way back from Melbourne, so that's kind of fun. Nice real bit of ephemera. Again, I paper clipped that one in because you never know, maybe I want to use that in a different way later on. I kind of see that as a bit more of a fancy or special piece of ephemera. I've got a business card from one of the shops I went to in Melbourne when I did my thrifting. This is all just random stuff now, but all significant to me. Like, I kept these pieces specifically because of the memories. So at Christmas time, my family buys chocolates, and there's always chocolates the whole Christmas 3 week, New Year, from Christmas to New Year. It's a time where we sort of have a license to eat lots of chocolate and junk food and Christmas food, and then after that we're back, eat with more restraint. So it's always just really fun to go nuts with the chocolate around Christmas, and I'm just recording some of those chocolate wrappers. This one I was actually given for a Christmas present. The other one was just some of those chocolates that are always on the table around Christmas time. This top piece, isn't it gorgeous? That blue colour is stunning, and the florals in the middle. That is a printable available to my Ruby patrons. It's already up on my Patreon, and that is a jewellery box or vintage box that my sister-in-law has, and she's the person who introduced me to vintage, and I guess first of all she's the one who first got me into liking vintage. And yeah, she showed me this, and I took a photo of it, and came up really well, and cuts out as a wonderful piece of decorative ephemera. I just wanted to use that on every single page. And then of course I've got a photo of my typewriter that I thrifted in Melbourne. I got a couple of price tags here just from thrifting again. A present that I bought some people down in Melbourne was a jigsaw puzzle, and I got a puzzle for myself, and I went to some op shops and picked up some doilies and fabric and some books. You've already seen that in an op shop haul video that I shared, probably. And I also included that tag, the Vinnie's tag, to represent some shoes that my sister bought for me. So when we went to the op shop, she found this pair of blue shoes, and shoes are really, really hard for me to find. I'm a size 5, so I often wear kids' shoes because ladies' shoes often start at size 6, and yeah, it's really, really hard for me to find shoes. But anyway, she found these blue ones, and they're like sort of casual looking sneakers, sort of that Converse style, not the heel one where the thing comes up the heel, but the low one, sort of like, it's not Converse at all, but it's like this cornflower bluish colour and white sole, white laces. And she said that she wanted them if they were in red, and her size, she would have got them for her. But anyway, she thought they were so cute, and she showed me, so I tried them on, and they did fit. And so she bought them for me, which was quite fun. Just a random pair of shoes, really random pair of shoes. And just kind of fun because you never know what you'll find in an op shop. You get one-of-a-kind things, and it's hit or miss if they're in your size. And usually I don't even bother looking at clothes or shoes because, like, shopping was never fun for me. Clothes shopping was never fun for me because as much as I may have loved the clothing, it was just like, what's the point? It won't fit me. So op shops can be a bit of a jackpot if I can get something that is in my size. But yeah, anyway, so that was a fun memory to record. And then this napkin I salvaged my brother-in-law's mother. It was her birthday, and so we went over to her place for her birthday lunch, which was KFC. And then after that they put up the Christmas tree, and we all helped put up ornaments on the tree, or hang on ornaments on the tree. So that napkin is sort of representing all of that memory there, which is really fun. See, I love how just a simple little physical item like a scrap of a napkin can stand in for a memory. And yeah, I love that. This is one of my favourite things about journaling and memory keeping. And this is representing the puzzles that I did. So whenever I go to Melbourne, there's some traditional things that I do, or things that remind me of the holidays, or things that I do in the holidays. One is to watch the cricket, one is to watch the tennis, one is obviously to watch that footy game on Christmas Day. Yes, I love sport. I hate playing sport, but I love watching sport. Love it. And I also do puzzles. You guys know Wasjig puzzles? I love them. They're so fun. And we've been doing them for years and years, and every Christmas I would do some. And this year I managed to do, how many did I do? I believe I did 5 Wasjig puzzles and 1 other puzzle that was all to do with cats. So in 3 weeks I did 6 jigsaw puzzles, and it was so fun. They're 1,000 pieces each, and they're really colourful and just really fun puzzles to do. And I literally stayed up till like 3 a.m. Multiple nights in a row, because I would just get on a roll. I would listen to podcasts, and I would listen to music, and I would just keep on going and going for hours doing these puzzles. Or I'd have the tennis or the cricket in the background while I was doing these puzzles. So fun. Like, I can't do them during the year because I would just, nothing would get done in my life if I did puzzles during the year. But because it's Christmas and holidays, there's, I don't need to work, there's nothing else to do, so I just go nuts doing puzzles, and it's just so fun. And then I'm just annotating these pages too, and having fun pointing little arrows to the ephemera pieces and writing about what happened. Oh, and that controller, that is an Xbox controller that my brother-in-law had custom designed for me. I got to choose the design, so I chose aqua with white keys, and on the back it's a turquoise colour, and I love it. He got my gamer name engraved on it too, which is JD Silk. So my email is words like silk, and well, I don't know if you know this, but the reason it's words like silk is because my favourite character in a book is, his name is Silk from the Belgariad, and so Silk is sort of like my code name. my I don't know, gamer name, code name, fun name. Silk. Anyway, so love that name, and I love that controller so much that I ended up designing a new one, and I'm tossing up whether I get a custom design one for up here, so that one stays down there with all of their custom designed controllers as well, so they can all play games with all the controllers. And I thought I might get myself a different custom design one. Now that I've seen that, I know what I like now. I think the white looks spectacular. I love the look, but not very practical because I think it will get dirty very quickly and easily, the white. And I think I want to jazz it up a bit and choose multiple colours rather than just white and aqua, that's all. So I had to play around with some other schemes, and I was very close to getting it, but I'm like, not sure if that's the wisest decision. I didn't have the money to get it at the time, and so I was like, let's just hold off on that. So I'm still tossing up whether I get it or not, but yeah, fun to design anyway. I love colours. Hope you enjoyed that journal video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!